What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Today I wanted to do a quick video and talk to you guys about how you could have avoided a loss at market open. I've seen a lot of people took longs today at market open. I made a quick TikTok on this, but I figured I would just make a full video kind of on it and just give you guys some tips with this type of stuff trading at market open. Now, I caught this short. Executions are all in the Discord. I already made a whole trade recap on this, so I'm really not going to go over this. I'm going to hide this here, but I'm going to show you guys how you could have avoided that long at market open, how you can avoid getting manipulated. So coming into the day, obviously into the session, we were respecting this 15-minute gap right here. We had to draw higher at this news wick from 7 a.m. We also had an unfilled 4-hour above. We had draws higher, but we obviously had a shit ton of draws lower. And we also had relative equal lows with this daily for value gap in Asia low. So this was overall, I wanted to see this get taken out eventually. Didn't know if it was going to happen that aggressively today. But regardless, right? So market opens up and what happens? We're still delivering out of a 15-minute gap, keep in mind. Okay, so let me put this back right here. Market opens up and what does it do? It initially manipulates down. So the thing with market open is it's going to manipulate it's going to do this thing where it manipulates, and then it displaces back the original way. It does this a lot. So what happens here? Market manipulates down. Keep in mind, we're in a 15-minute bullish gap. We have relative equal highs above. This is looking like it could be a pretty good long, especially with that draw up there. We look at ES. What does ES do? ES fails to take out the low. We have an SMT. ES was also respecting CE, the 15-minute gap. So what are you thinking at this point? So what I'm looking at this point, or I'm thinking at this point is, wow, if we get like a Judas swing to the upside here, I would long this 100% like this. But I want to target these highs for my break even and then maybe leave a runner to go all the way up there, right? So what I'm thinking at this point is I'm marking these highs out right here as my break even or like my TP, right? That's what I'd be thinking. So what happens here? Next candle explodes to the upside and we get a 30-second. There was a 30-second gap. Like just for example, let's just say it was right there, the 30-second inverses, and we just rip past the highs. I avoid this trade, obviously, for longs. I wait for the shorts, and it ends up delivering. And I'm going to tell you guys why or how you could have avoided this, right? Why did I avoid this, or why didn't I want to take this? Besides the point of having, or knowing this pattern or kind of how it plays out. Well, this was my break-even point, right? These highs right here were all my break-even point. So if price already came up and took out my break-even point, which is where I want to put my stop loss to break even, I'm not taking the trade, right? If the 30-second, say for example, the 30-second candle was like this and it closed like this, and this was our 30-second inversion, I would like take this 100%, or if it was a 1-minute inversion, I usually prefer the 1 minute. Today I use the 30-second, but whatever. I would take this, like say it was like this. Boom. I'd go break even at these highs right here, and then I would leave a runner, or if I could scrape a 1-to-1, I'd be probably out like this, right? But why would I take this one opposed to this one? Because the break even at this point hadn't been taken out. These are my break even highs. This is where I think price is going to go to. So even if I'm wrong, I know I can at least get break even and then get stopped break even. So this is what gives me confidence to want to take this trade, right? But when I see price come up and take out where I want to put my stops to break even, or when you see this, you should automatically be kind of fading this trade or looking for a different type of entry, okay? The reason being, you need to have a break-even point. You need to always have a break-even point. Even when I took this short over here, what did I do? I had this 930 wick as my break-even point, right? So how could you have avoided this loss on this long? Well, you could have said, okay, these are going to be my break-even point right here, or my TP, and it already got taken out in one candle. I should just avoid this trade. Again, if the candle closed here, let's just say this was the candle at the 30-second close. We got a 30-second inversion. I long right here. Boom. Break even right here. And then I get stopped break even. That's giving me confidence at this point because I can know like there's a high probability we're going to come up and take out these relative equal highs. Maybe I get stopped break even, but if it continues to push, I'm going to hold. But at this point, I can be confident that I'm probably going to get break even on this trade, at least at the bare minimum. I'm probably not going to lose, right? So you guys need to see if your break even point gets taken out. Just avoid the trade. My idea, if I was going to long here, this was my idea, what I was saying. We closed above this. Okay, I would not be longing here, right? What I would wait for, if this is going to be the true draw, what I want to see is price push up, retrace, and look for a continuation model towards that news wick to confirm that it wants to go higher. At this point, it hasn't confirmed anything, right? We just had a strong close above. At any point, we just swept the break-even point. This could be the manipulation back down, and obviously it was. So at this point, you need to be thinking, okay, we just took out my break-even point. I need to wait for new structure to form in order to want to take longs at this point. So what does new structure look like? Move up, a pullback into a fair value gap, displacement or an inversion out, and then you target that news wick, which is the next draw up here, right? So if your break-even point gets taken out, avoid the trade and wait for new structure to form. Those are the two biggest tips I can give you. Again, if your break-even point gets taken out, avoid the trade, slow down, and wait for new structure to form, because otherwise you're going to get manipulated a lot of the time. So that's it for me, guys. I just want to knock this quick video out, trying to kind of explain this, because like I can't really do it that much in like the short form videos. But anyway, we'll be back at it tomorrow, see what we catch tomorrow, and everything links in the pinned comment. Go check everything out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.